class. In fact, we are here to discuss about government inter-college lectures posts. Exactly. We have been given another opportunity to check our competitive mind and compete for another task, as it is usual for a competitor to be always competing, and we as a true competitor is never going to surrender. Well, so here I will discuss you about something that's related to the posts, especially the vacancies, and definitely about the exam pattern. And we'd like to give you the glimpse of syllabus that have been prescribed to us by Commission. And there will be some more hints as you see the very heading of ours for the day, that is GIC lecture syllabus, exam pattern and new batch. Exactly. We are going to commence a new batch for PGT GIC, especially for GIC. This batch will be that we start from 4th January in the morning, and that's 7 o'clock. So the batch timing that will be for the new batch will be 7 a.m. in the morning, and it's starting from the 4th January 2021. Well, for admission process or the class information, you may call us at our contact numbers 9369542072, or you may WhatsApp us on the contact number 6394389272. This is our WhatsApp number that you can WhatsApp us for the detail of the class. Even more, if you want to visit, you can visit our app English Kingdom from English Kingdom app from the Play Store, and you will find the more information in the option of store in the app. When you will go to the app, you open the store in the app and you will find the detail and how to join the batch as well. So even without calling us, you can simply go to the app of English Kingdom, go to store, you download first from the Play Store this app, then after registering your number and email ID, you will go to the store on the app and then see the detail regarding the GIC PGT, and you will find simply how to get enrolled or get admission for the class. Simple one. The classes will run on Telegram, so you may message us on our Telegram number. This is our Telegram number, and through Telegram you will be able to watch these classes for online and offline classes. You may come to us, as I told you that we are from Katra, Allahabad, or in fact it's a Prayag right now. So you may call us for more information. Before we go to this detail of this study, you must remember that the batch is starting from 4th January. That's the morning batch at 7 o'clock. And for details, you may call here. Otherwise, you can visit our app. That's English Kingdom. You can simply download it from Play Store and go to the store, find the detail how to get yourself enrolled for the class. Okay, so that's a simple one. You see that it's a morning batch that we are going to start particularly for. for this. And here in this batch, we will cover the subject English, and we are planning some more subjects as well. Means economics, geography are also the part of our next batches that we have included. Particularly, this batch is going to start from 4 January. That will be our subject English, and here I will discuss about the English subject syllabus only. Okay, so before we start, let's see what's the scope. Well, when we go for the post, there can be the 2 categories. You see, it's a male category where we have 100 seats or 100 posts, and in female category, we have simply 22 seats. 22 seats in female category. So that's not an easy thing to find the post like almost 125 seats including male and female both. And so sometimes going to be a great opportunity for us to be cracking this examination. So I think you guys are competent and you should work hard to make it clear for your opportunities. Don't take the number of the seats. Sometimes you analyze it from your point of view, like just a few seats are there, but you know you need just single one. So just think about one seat, that's a single one, and you can grab it, trust me. But for that you need better strategy and better planning. So well, you see, this is the seat analysis for the post that you have been given, and here the exam pattern will be in 2 parts exactly. That's divided into pre and mains. Well, when we go to pre or exam, here we will find that the exam will be objective. See, this point is important this time. Objective. But when we go to the mains, we will find that here in mains, the exam will be subjective, means detailed writing. Okay, so pre-exam will be objective and mains exam will be subjective. These are the 2 exams actually that we are talking about. Okay, so pre-exam will be the first one, which has 120 questions. Okay, so you right heard, there are 120 questions that can be divided like this, 80 plus 40. What does that mean? Here, 80 questions will be from the subject, means we are the students or learners of English. So simply it will be English. So 80 questions from English and 40 questions will be related to general awareness or general study. So here in this general study, you can go for some points that are helpful for us, like we can go for general science, that will be high school standard about science. We can go for Indian history, like history of India, Indian national movements, Indian polity, economy, culture, Indian agriculture, commerce and trade, world geography, Indian geography and natural resources of India, current national and international events, logic and reasoning, elementary mathematics, that will be up to 8th standard, ecology and environment, and there will be some special points that's related to the state, means UP special, that we have to learn for these 40 questions. So overall 80 and 40, that's the ratio of the exams and questions for the exam that will held 300 marks, means these questions, 120 questions, will have 300 marks in all. Okay, simply for the pre-examination, you will be given 2 hours to solve these 120 questions. So overall, you have 120 minutes. Calculation says 2 hours, 120 question. So simply 2 hours, 120 minutes and 120 question, 300 marks. Here, as elsewhere, subject will be decisive. What I want to tell you, don't divert yourself from subject. Let main emphasis be on subject. Definitely, now these 40 questions are going to be important one. They can play a very crucial role in your selection or qualifying pre. So give time to it as well. This is why we are planning a batch that will include the study of this subject with GS as well. Means we are going to prepare for 120 question in all. Okay. So the second, after qualifying the exam, which seems to be held in May, though it can be just a possible month when this exam may be held. We don't have any certain information so far, but we think that it will be held in May. Okay, so after qualifying this pre-examination, this is going to be the qualifying one. We will reach to this examination, and that's going to be actually decisive in our selection. Well, when we will reach to this subjective, the exam will be divided in 2 papers, 2 parts. This will be divided in 2 parts. Well, so the first paper is here. First paper. And we go for the second paper. Okay. If we try to see the syllabus for the first paper and the second paper, and the question pattern is going to be here. Well, so in the first paper, overall, it will be Hindi as compulsory for everyone, whichever subject we are from, no matter at all, whether we are a student of Urdu, Hindi, Sanskrit, or any other subject, no matter at all, it will be compulsory element or compulsory part for every student. So Hindi is going to be the first paper for the mains preparation. It will be again a subjective pattern. Here in this subjective pattern, we will find that it will include, no number of questions have been told, but it is for 100 marks. 100 marks. These 100 marks are divided into 2 parts, means there can be 50 marks for the questions that will be related to unseen Hindi passages, and there will be some grammar rules, basic grammar rules related to vocab and formation of the words from Hindi, and the second will be actually 50 marks for essay writing. So you find that the 2 divisions, essay writing, that will include 1000 words on the topics. There will be some definite topics on that you will have to write 1000 words. So you see that 50 marks for almost the grammar related and 50 marks for the essay writing. This examination of the 100 marks will be the first one, and that will go for 2 hours. Here you will find 2 hours to solve this first paper. Okay, so the second is going to be the subject. Well, this will be your personal subject, like we are discussing here about English. So naturally, it's going to be our subject English. Any other subject, whichever subject we are from, we will find everything to be discussed here. Well, this section for the subjective or mains examination will be divided in 3 parts. Actually, it will be for 3 hours and 300 marks. Well, so you see 300 marks from the subject, and the timing for the examination will be 3 hours. Okay, you write her 3 hours. What will be the pattern of theirs? Exactly, there will be 20 questions in all. You see, in second paper, we will find 20 questions. Okay, 20 questions in all. These 20 questions will be like 5, 5, 10. Means there will be 5 questions. The first 5 questions, that will be actually the longer questions, where you will have to answer the questions in 250 words. Means this will be longer one. 250 words for each question, and 5 questions will be there. All questions are compulsory. There is no chance to leave anyone. Okay, so here you'll find another 5 questions. Means the second section of the paper, that will be for 100 words. Okay, 150 word in fact. So the first is 250 word. The next 5 questions will be a bit shorter, and that will include 150 words. The final one is 10 questions. Okay, so this 10 question will be for the 50 words. Means here in this is the shortest, going to be the shortest one. In 50 words, you will have to answer the question. So overall, you can understand. Yeah, one thing I want to tell you, that definitely for the GS portion, I just want to highlight that here in this GS portion, you will find the topic, and when you come from pre to the mains in subjective combination, the first paper, that's the Hindi, you will find different from this portion to this. Means here it was GS, general study, and here it is Hindi. But when it comes to the syllabus of any particular subject, you won't find any difference. Means the same syllabus of pre for the subject will continue for the mains as well. It means the authors, the writers, the grammar rules, the punctuation, the essay writing, or anything that's related comprehension or anything that you study in your pre-examination, that will be helpful for you in your mains examination as well. Means for your subject, you don't have any different syllabus. Means the syllabus of the pre and the syllabus of the mains, both are going to be the same for the subject, and this is for all subjects. Means subject syllabus is the same, but the exam pattern is different. As I highlighted, here you see that it will be the objective for the pre, we have highlighted here, and it will be subjective or detailed study for the mains. So this is how exactly you will have to plan, and here English Kingdom will be always with you, helping you. In fact, we have the first step to crack the pre-examinations, and later on we will find time, because supposing that the next examination, it's going to be held possibly in May, and we hope that this mains examination will be held here in September. Okay, so if that's going to be held here in September, we will have at least 3 to 4 months, minimum 3 months will be there for us to be preparing. Definitely, then we will go for the mains, and especially highlighting how to write these questions. Definitely, we will have to very much skilled to write the same question in 50 words like this shorter one, in 150 words like this one, and these 5, the same question can be written in 250 words. Means your clarity, compactness and concentration and well learning will be examined there. With the writing skill, definitely the power of expression will be checked there in the examination. That's the best option, because I think the writer should have, a teacher should have the power of expression. He can express himself. Okay, so now before we go, I have to dictate you. Definitely you guys may have downloaded the syllabus for the subject especially. I told you about the GS syllabus and definitely Hindi in some way. But here we are going to discuss about the syllabus of our subject as well. Okay, I think you have downloaded, but if you don't have download, in fact, you visit our app English Kingdom, and as I told you, in a store you go and there see the details. You will find a group that is made for the GIC, PTT specially. After clicking you will find their syllabus as well. So for syllabus as well, you can visit our app. Otherwise, you can take the admission from there as well. So here we go with the detail of the syllabus of English as our subject. Remember, once again I say, the same syllabus of English will continue in pre and mains both. Okay, well, so here we start with the literary persons. So I would like to highlight and like to dictate you, because I cannot write them all here on the board. Hopefully the precious information that you may have tried to understand, I try to explain it. Or here we go with the subject, I mean syllabus of the subject. So the first is about the literature, and here are some writers from British literature, American literature and Indian literature. So the first is from British literature, that starts with Geoffrey Chaucer, William Shakespeare, John Milton, John Dryden, Alexander Pope, William Wordsworth, Percy Bysshe Shelley, Mr. John Keats, Alfred Tennyson, Matthew Arnold, George Orwell, Charles Dickens, Thomas Hardy, William Butler Yeats, Thomas Stearns Eliot, George Bernard Shaw and Harold Pinto. So these are the writers that we will have to study their biography, their works in detail, and even the minute informations of the things should be in our brain to crack this examination. Well, when it comes to Indian writers, we have been given some writers named like Raja Rao, Mulk Raj Anand, Nissim Ezekiel, it's Rabindranath Tagore, Girish Karnad, it's Vidyadhar Suresh Prasad Naipaul. You call him to V.S. Naipaul. Okay. When we go to the Americans, we have just two writers from Americans. See, it's Robert Frost and Ernest Hemingway in our course. So these are actually the literary persons and authors whom we have to study for their biography and their works detail. Well, when it comes to the forms and movements, we have been given some terms and movements like Renaissance, Reformation, metaphysical poetry, neoclassicism, Romanticism, pre-Raphaelite movement, modern movements and modern literature definitely. After this, we have some syllabus related to our stanza forms, different kinds of stanza and forms of poems as well, like ballad, elegy, ode, epic and many more. So they are, in fact, not all names are given there, but you have to be sure that all these stanza forms and forms of poetry you will have to learn. Well, there is a special thing about this literary syllabus, because this is a special about GIC, and that is the inclusion of criticism in its syllabus. Exactly. Here you will have to study some valuable criticisms as well, that will include Aristotle, this criticism of Aristotle, John Dryden, Samuel Johnson, Samuel Taylor Coleridge, it's a William Wordsworth, Matthew Arnold, and Thomas Stearns Eliot. So these will be persons not for the biographical study, but for the study of their thoughts on particular literary views. So we will study these writers as well in our class. Here we go with English language. Definitely, just right, we were discussing about English literature syllabus, and now we move to the English language syllabus. Okay, so that's about grammar, correction of sentences, narration, transformation, fill in the blanks, especially from preposition, that will be from grammar. The second one will be vocab. Vocabulary will include synonyms, antonyms, homonyms, idioms and phrases, one-word substitution, prefixes and suffixes. These will be actually studied for our vocab testing. Well, when it comes to comprehension, we will find some unseen passages to be read, to be studied, and the questions based on them to be solved with rearrangement of the sentences, and with them we will have the figure of the speech to be studied as well. Okay, definitely these parts from language doesn't seem to be very difficult one, because we guys are preparing for TGT and PGT and many other competitive examinations. So this is not our big challenge, but the challenge is the two things. One, exactly for pre, it's not going to be very tough one, but for mains, it's going to be tough, because we have to go for a different concept when we are studying even language. So here, as I told you, this was all about the syllabus of English. Once again, before we go, I would like to clarify that the syllabus of English subject is the same for pre and mains both. So there is no discrimination. You will have to study with different perception for the both examination, and that English Kingdom will help you. So as I told you in the very beginning, we are just commencing a new batch for this GIC PGT from 4th of January in the morning. That will be 7 a.m. And for any information, you can contact us on the contact numbers of this, like 9369542072, or you may WhatsApp us on our contact number 6394389272. If you want to visit, you can visit our app from Play Store English Kingdom, and go to store and find the details related to our batch and everything that's including this strategy. So that's all from me. Thanks a lot for watching. Keep watching, keep learning, and keep working hard. You may contact us for notes, class, and test series. We will run everything. Definitely we are working on the notes, and soon that will be available, and test series as well. So you may contact us for all class, test series, and notes. So thanks a lot for watching. Keep watching, keep learning, and keep working hard. Thank you very much.